let's go!
Hi there, welcome to Ellie and Mates, the podcast where we learn cool stuff about this amazing world. I'm Ellie, and this is our 50th episode. Woohoo! Thank you so much for listening and sharing the podcast with your mates. Let's get into it.
Ready, Eddie.
Welcome to True or False. I'm going to tell you something and you have to decide, is it true or false? Here's the statement. Bats are blind. What do you think? True or false? It's false. Bats are not blind at all. They can actually see. Bats also use something extra cool called echolocation. They make tiny sounds, and when the sound waves bounce back, it helps them sort of see where things are in the dark. So next time someone says you're blind as a bat, you can smile and say, actually, that's false. Welcome to This or That, where I ask you 3 rapid-fire questions and you need to answer straight away. There's no time for thinking and there's no right or wrong. You ready? Let's go. Would you rather eat popcorn or chips? Would you rather have a pet dinosaur the size of a puppy or a pet puppy the size of a dinosaur? And final question, would you rather know how to play the piano really well or play the guitar really well? Time's up. Good job.
Ellie. Hey, Ellie, can you tell me a true story? True story time.
Today, I want to tell you about an amazing, inspiring Australian woman named Ellie Cole. When Ellie was just 3 years old, she became very, very sick. She had an aggressive cancer that didn't get better with treatment. To save her life, doctors had to amputate her right leg, which means cut it off. She was only 3. That's younger than most of you listening right now. But Ellie didn't grow up feeling sorry for herself. She grew up strong. She found something she loved, swimming. And for 16 years, she trained in the pool 9 times a week, getting stronger and faster. And guess what? She represented Australia at the Paralympic Games and has won 17 medals. From a tiny 3-year-old fighting for her life to carrying the Australian flag for her country, Ellie's story is one of courage and perseverance.
When I had my leg amputated, the doctors gave my parents a whole list of activities that I wasn't going to be able to do as a kid. And they were things like riding a bike, running, playing normal ball sports with kids. But it wasn't until I got to primary school that I realised that maybe I was a little bit different to everybody else. Kids were starting to stare at me and teachers were questioning what I was capable of and what I wasn't capable of. When I decided that I wanted to start training and become a swimmer, I would swim up and down and I'd get out of the pool and parents would see that I have one leg and be like, whoa, I didn't even realise that you were any different. And so I would race against kids with 2 arms and 2 legs. I guess I had this real drive to want to be the best regardless of having a disability or not.
Mystery sound. Can you guess the mystery sound?
Alrighty, time for our mystery sound. Listen closely and see if you can guess what this sound is. What do you think? If you guessed shoveling or shoveling dirt, you're spot on. Well done.
Words of life. Words of life. From the Bible.
Today's Bible verse comes from Colossians chapter 4, verse 6. It says, "Let your conversation be always full of grace, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how to answer everyone." Let your conversation always be full of grace, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how to answer everyone.
But how do you season your conversation with salt?
Well, have you ever eaten hot chips with no salt? They're a bit, but sprinkle on some salt and suddenly, yummy. You want more. The Bible is saying that our words, our conversations should be like that. When we're talking about Jesus, when we're talking about what we believe, when we talk to our friends, our words should be full of grace. That means being kind and gentle, and seasoned with salt, which means speaking in a way that makes people want more. They want to know more about your faith. So this week, let's ask God, help me use kind words and just the right sprinkle of salt in my conversations. Because words can change someone's whole day and sometimes even their whole life.
Kids Corner!
Okay, welcome to Kids Corner, where we share jokes from our listeners. And today we have a joke from...
Hi, I'm Asha and I'm 6 years old. This is my joke. Why did the chicken cross the road? Because he needed to block traffic.
Love it. Thank you so much, Asha. And if you would like your joke on the show, ask an adult to read the show notes.
Hey kids, it's Safety Sean here with today's safety tip about exploring. Now adventures are awesome. I love them. Bushwalks, rock pools, big backyards. But before you march off like a little wilderness explorer, let's talk safety. Tip number 1, stay in sight. Make sure a trusted grown-up can see you, or at least hear you. And if they call your name, you should be able to shout back, "I'm over here!" But if you do feel lost or not sure where you are, call out and someone can come and find you. Tip number 2, take a buddy with you. Adventures are always better together and 2 explorers are smarter than 1. You can look out for each other, help one another stay safe, and most importantly, they might even share their snacks with you. Tip number 3, go slow and stay alert. There are lots of amazing things out there in nature, but it pays to go slow. Never run in the bush. There's a lot to trip over, fall off, or step on. And if you take your time, you not only stay safe, but can take it all in. And you won't even scare the animals away. If you're not sure where you are, just stop, take a breath, and check your surroundings. It's okay to pause to figure things out. And if you don't know where you are, do you remember what you call out? Keep these things in mind and you will have some amazing, safe adventures. Real explorers are both brave and smart. This is Safety Sean, signing off.
A, B, C, 1, 2, 3.
Today's letter is P. Can you think of some words that start with P? Good job. I thought of penguin, pizza, pillow, parrot, and Pokemon. You know, Pokemon has been around for over 30 years. It started in Japan, and it was actually originally a game called Pocket Monsters. I think Pokemon is way more catchy. This is Thankful Thoughts, where we stop, think for a moment, and share something we're grateful for this week. For me, I'm grateful that my kids are enjoying listening to my favourite musical. It gets stuck in their head, and sometimes I hear them in another room singing, "Look down, look down." If you know, you know. Let's hear from some of our mates.
Hi, I'm Asha and I'm 6 years old. This week I'm thankful that I get to go to school and I love swimming.
Hi, my name is Sammy and I'm 8 years old and I'm thankful for cricket that I can play with my friends.
Hi, I'm Emmy and I'm 6 years old and I'm thankful for God because I like learning about Him.
All right, before I say goodbye, let's check how well you've been listening. Question number 1, what does seasoned with salt mean in today's Words of Life verse? Yeah, it means speaking about your faith in a way that makes people want to know more. Good job. Question number 2, How many Paralympic medals has Ellie Cole won for Australia? An incredible 17. Amazing. And final question, what is one safety tip Safety Sean gave about exploring? If you said staying where a trusted grown-up can see or hear you, or exploring with a buddy, or stopping and checking your surroundings, or turning back if it feels scary, well done. That's a wrap on today's episode of Ellie and Mates. Until next time, have fun, stay curious, and always be kind. Bye for now.
Catch you later. See you next week.
Do you know this is our 50th episode?
Yeah, because she just said.
Do you feel proud of that?
Yeah.
I'm amazed we got to 50.
I imagine if we get to 100.
Imagine if we get to 100.
Yeah.
We'll see what God's got in store.